And welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk. Today we are at
Browns Beach 246. Oh, I have a microphone. Browns Beach 246. Yeah, I don't do these things often, as you can tell. Yes, Browns Beach 246 on the south coast, Christchurch, Barbados. Which is St. Michael. Where's St. Michael? St. Michael, Barbados. St. Michael.
You were supposed to say the event.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
You know, the thing
I'm
you're throwing?
Yeah. I'm off to a shaky start. Yes, this is the Animekon launch. We have domino slamming in the back. We have chess. We have some guys. The Barbados esports initiative. They are having gaming esports in the back as well. These guys are looking to promote esports to Barbados and the world using Barbados as a hub. So they're now looking to have some guys from here, some of our esports athletes, go to St. Lucia for a regional tournament, which is happening at the end of next month. So pretty exciting stuff which is happening here today.
So, in case you don't know who these two people are, this is Shannon and her husband Omar. Yeah, how to do it backwards.
That's right. No, that's the correct way. You did it right.
Because female power. This is not about you.
Never is. A happy wife is a happy life.
So, everyone knows Animekon as a convention. As you dress up and you cosplay and you go karaoke. That's my favorite part.
That's fine.
Karaoke, the games that y'all play, the setup, however, I would like to inform our audience that that's not what it's about only. I want you to tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. So Animekon, what I tell persons, Animekon is not a convention. Animekon has a convention. Animekon does a lot of work on the back end. We are into creating films, movies. We create video games. We're into esports. We're into publication. We have a science fantasy arm where we do science fantasy publishing. You know, we do business development. So if we see someone in the pop culture space who has a fantastic and novel idea, which hasn't really been done in Barbados before, then we can invest in you, or we can give you a grant to help develop your own properties. And the reason why we do this is we want the Animekon exhibit, we want it to be as diverse as possible. So if you bring something novel to the table, but you do not have the financing to be able to handle that, we do our best to take care of that for you. And, you know, that builds strong partnerships and networking. So, you know, we have done a lot of work with schools. We've done a lot of work with the Barbados Youth Business Trust in assisting persons in developing their own businesses. You know, we just try to help persons build out the pop culture space. So Animekon, what we see ourselves as a business development incubator. For persons who come to the convention, for persons who want to expand their businesses in pop culture outside of the convention, and to create a true pop culture hub from Barbados to the world. When you think Hollywood, you know, you think movies, you think New York and Wall Street, you know that it's finance. You know, Paris is fashion. We want people to start thinking of Barbados as a pop culture hub for Caribbean content.
How did this all get started? Like, came up with the idea?
Well, the idea for Animekon came up a long time ago. Our former business partner, she came to me and she said she wanted to have an anime theater in Barbados. And I said, that's a great idea, but let's try and develop it a little bit more. Let's try to have a convention instead. So we built a convention, and Animekon was a convention for years. And then we said, a convention in itself is sustainable, yes, but we can do more. I'm going to give back as well. So we developed a business model behind it to ensure that we can do the most to develop the business, the industry, and we're at ground zero. You know, we're starting the entire industry down here in an organized fashion. So that's what we're here for, to help persons, the geeks, the nerds, the persons who are a little different, who just want to do something which is out of left field. We're here for you.
Actually, kind of cut out my question I was gonna ask. I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
ask why anime.
Animecon at this point is a bit of a misnomer. We started as anime. We want to be an anime theater. We want to focus on anime. But as we saw persons coming to exhibit at Animecon over the years, we realized that well, anime was big. It was not the only thing that Barbadians were big on and great at. So we decided we won't change the name. Animecon has a very strong international presence already. From here to the United States, to Europe, to Japan, it's a very strong business name. And to change that and to go through all that rebranding and stuff, that's too much work for Shannon, and I won't do that to her. I'm going to talk about mindfulness shortly, and I want to maintain, the mindfulness not just on the outside but the inside as well, and that'll drive us both crazy. So we intend to keep it. We're going to keep the name for now, and we're going to develop it to the best of our ability, and just have these little teachable moments to say, well, yes, Animecon, while it is a misnomer, it shows the evolution of the company from where it began to what it is now.
That's pretty cool. How do you guys handle the stress?
Shannon?
Really?
Yeah.
I give myself a lot of work. I don't know how. It's not really stressful for me. I enjoy it. Every moment of it. So, but when I get too overwhelmed, I will just go and game a little bit. Have their regular vibe. And shoot some zombies, tops, and then I will come back and
Gaming is the de-stressor.
Yes. We both think very quickly. So what we've found is that we are often working and gaming at the same time. So I am into mobile games. So on my iPad, and I'm there gaming, and then I switch back to the laptop, and then switch to the other laptop. Then back to the first laptop, and then to the game I was playing. I just keep on doing that because
How do you do that? Like as soon as I start to get into the game on my iPad or my phone, I'm like so into the game.
chaos.
Yeah.
Up to today, I was doing decorations for the family and one party friends that's coming in May, and I was doing decorations while watching the movies, while celebrating players and taking over their gaming while working and doing pictures and
watching the movie.
yeah. So that's how we work.
And what's funny too, we watch the same 10 movies over and over again. So we know them by heart, and we just say, okay, 1 through 10, let's pick 7, Vampire Horror, Abigail.
You already know what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
we look at it with the bloodletting and it's like, he dead. And then,
yeah, the body good parts. And
then you go back down, So that's how we go, and we have fun together. And because we have fun together, we bounce ideas off each other all the time,
It doesn't feel stressful.
No.
It doesn't.
And if you enjoy what you're doing, it will never seem like work a day in your life. So it's only when it comes down to dealing with difficult people that you have to zone in and that sort of thing. And up to now, right now, I don't really take phone calls. I find the phone calls require too much of my attention. So when I'm on a phone call, it stops me from doing anything else.
Yeah.
So I would mostly operate on WhatsApp so that I can respond. I respond quickly, but I can multitask while doing that. When on the phone, I tend to be more focused on what's going on in here, and then I can miss things which are going on in other places, particularly my video games.
Yes. What is your favorite video game?
Yeah.
What is your favorite video game? I am ready now. What's your favorite mobile one? And then let's say
Console.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I'm ashamed to say that I am playing. I'm not ashamed. I own it. Whiteout Survival. It is like a Clash of Clans kind of game that I'm playing, and it's pretty cool. I spend more money than I should on it, and I am a little embarrassed to say that. And went to my credit card. Yeah, I should be though. This is terrible.
And
I
then
hit it for a very long time. I went back into his Amazon cart to try and find something that we ordered before, and then I saw all of these things. I was like, what are these? And you What are you doing in there?
Okay, way to call me out in front of everybody, okay? But yes, it is true. I wish it was that small. No, she knows already. I'm in trouble already. It's fine. So yeah, but that's basically it. And on PlayStation, I play Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played in a long time, so I'm about to restart in a few days on start of April. So Baldur's Gate 3 is my jam right now. I'm a Dungeons and Dragons fan.
What about you, Shannon?
Mobile, I've never played the cat. I know how it sounds. But it helps me detox.
It's true.
It's just there and I get ideas from it. I don't know how, but somehow I'm just staring at it and just doing something so simple. Ideas flow. And then if I'm very frustrated with the design of the rest of the and I'm trying to get S rank in all in. I'm a perfectionist in a game. I need to get S rank in every chapter. And there's one chapter there I can't get S rank in just yet. So I will just play that and get channel all my anger towards that one chapter. And then afterwards I'm like, okay.
You have an angry gamer girl, right? Yeah.
That she channels it into something that is not hurting people. Yeah.
Just have to be safe.
Yes. So no. Until power goes out, you know?
My other side are finding casting because I kind of like just stimming thing. I play solitaire or home games because I don't actually have to pay attention to what I do. It's just like my fingers are moving, my brain is kind of like focused on other things. I'm not a huge console person just because I'm bored.
Just dance.
No. I was gonna get hot. I meant like PlayStation stuff. I love to play card games because I like to meet people and I'm very competitive. I also love Street Fighter and I also like to meet people. I am not a super amazing. It's like I'm not like super great at it, but I am very competitive. So I feel like that goes to me making sure that I beat people. It's like I will cheat if I have to cheat.
I don't know how you're looking at my mug. I'm gonna move my mug over here.
Also, no, just that. I'm amazing at this. I will blow up my own boat and I will be like, I am. I'm great at this. That's one thing. I'm not a confident person, and there's no humility. I will not be humble. I'm good at it. So with
Nothing wrong with that.
With that, I was like, I'm super competitive with just that. Literally, I can be like that. They cannot. I mean, you probably like. I will go on my hill. Anyways, we're getting into tangent. We're talking about things because I'm being too competitive. What are we talking about?
Stress at gaming.
Stress.
Yeah, stress.
Yeah, that's what I do in Chester. We'll spend money on that. So I get your spending.
So what Shannon and I do, we work hard and we play hard. Right? So
Work hard, play harder.
Yeah. So we misbehave, you go enjoy yourself, and then you come back home and you just start working at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we have no real set bedtimes.
What?
Yes, it's terrible. Terrible habits. Terrible.
Abigail.
Yeah. We're filming, right? We're filming. Thanks, Rick. It's all right.
You know what? Rick can be me on this.
Yeah, Rick is very good. Rick is a champion.
I watched him do
He's built different.
Yeah.
Like he told me that the game is slow. Everything that he sees on his screen is slower than how we see it. So when he explained that to me, I was like, oh, I'm not giving you ever. Like,
I played Smash Brothers with him. I think I hit him once. It was ridiculous. He actually sees the game in slow motion.
I literally said that I'm not a big console person. We play Mario Kart all the time. That breaks up the friendship.
It
does. It 100% does.
Like Monopoly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we agree with you guys. We're big on mindfulness for ourselves. We did not pay up as much attention to it in the past, but as we get older and stuff, you have to. Your body's not as resilient as it used to be, and you find yourself taking a bit longer to bounce back from certain things. So we try to take some time to ourselves, because if the tank is empty, the car can't drive. So we are exhibiting a lot more mindfulness to make sure that things can be done.
One question: what's your favorite anime character?
Woo!
Team Vegeta, the house bells.
Yeah, Team Vegeta. Team Vegeta. That's the simplest answer.
Andre has rapid fire questions for you guys.
Okay.
I don't know. You come forward because you're in it. You're literally in it. Come forward.
Straight Arc or Infinity War?
Infinity War.
Tekken or Soul Calibur?
Tekken.
Mario Kart or Forza?
Mario Kart.
Red Dead Redemption, GTA or
Follow.
Lara Croft, Master Chief or Samus?
Woo! For me, it's a mix between Lara Croft and Samus.
Go pick one. I cosplay Samus, so I was saying Samus.
Because you cosplay Samus, I'll say Samus as well. A happy wife is a happy life.
Happy wife, right?
Y'all can't trick me in here.
Rocket League or FIFA?
FIFA.
Dota or League of Legends?
LOL.
CS:GO or Rainbow Six?
Rainbow Six.
That was not agreed.
I'm a big fan of Ding Chavez, Rainbow Six all the way, from the very, very beginning in the 90s.
Final Fantasy 7 or Skyrim?
Final Fantasy 7.
You listen to the soundtrack a lot.
Yeah,
That's how sorry, listen to
yeah.
so yeah.
You also, besides,
It don't matter what you were saying next.
yeah. So besides movies, our jams are video game music. So and the music, the boss battles are always so epic. It makes you feel larger than life.
Yeah.
And
When he's writing bosses, he has the color music first, when in the universe, play the background. So that I would hear all these devil elephants, what's happening? So I'm like, oh, he's working
a battle scene, So, and it helps me put myself in the right frame of mind to do some damage, because the Prowler song from Into the Spider-Verse was just so epic. Everyone knows it from the movie. So yeah, we listen to a lot of cartoonish things. My mother will probably be very ashamed to hear me say this, but that's fine. She knows the company's doing well.
Well, how did y'all find you just mentioned your mother, but how did you find that growing up the animation? How the gaming scene, have a big change as y'all grew up?
It's changed a lot from the days when I first had my first Nintendo, playing Mario 3 and Super Contra and Bayou Billy. You played by yourself, you played with somebody next to you. I had an Atari 2600 back in the day in the 80s. So it was.
You're aging yourself.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I own that shit. So right now, gaming is not what it once was. It's a bit too complex for me, so it takes me a while to do things that it's a little embarrassing. Get accustomed to all the stuff that's going on in all these games. I'm a simple guy, right? So when I'm playing on my iPad, it's pretty simple. You learn that shit in a minute. But all these games now, you need an encyclopedia to understand what's really going on. So it takes me a little bit of time. So the learning curve is a little intimidating for me, but I do like it still, But I do see where it's going. We have some video games in development now that we're looking at. We can't say anything just yet.
Not even a little bit. Not even a small.
Yeah, we give you a smidgen. Hard.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Hard. So, we're doing some stuff in the background right now as well. Hoping to get things out maybe another year or so. Fingers crossed. These things take time. So, that's my take on the gaming, Shaz.
For me, where I grew up, I thought I was the only person who liked pop culture. So when I saw music on the tree, no, it's fine. No,
We're not even gonna go there.
no, it's not that. Don't worry. So I went here. There was under the tree. Everyone that liked Pokemon was there. Like domino slamming on one table. We were arguing about comics, and I'm like, people like this. There was no one talked about it. Was only me. I didn't know that like this stuff. So Animekon is hard. That's how I want everyone to have that feeling. I want to feel how I felt when I first went on the tree and saw all those things, but I'm not alone. So for me, I was trying to make sure that Animekon had all these different aspects in it that I wish I had when it was growing up.
I'm sorry, Shaz. What's it? I was very rude. Y'all want a drink? Y'all good? Y'all sure? All right, good. Shaz, you want to top up? You good?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, no problem.
Also, I know that with Animekon, I find that there are more people now that are more open to see that they game. Before it was a hush hush thing.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that it's now growing and now gaming is a industry. People want to major at Barbados and access to it.
Yeah, even just 1%, 0.1%. A smidgen. A smash. Yeah.
That's an actual unit of measurement.
Yeah. A puff.
So how do y'all feel like esports?
Love it. I'm glad it's being taken seriously at the Olympic level. The Barbados Olympic Association is working with the Barbados Esports Initiative. Rick is, one of the top boys there as well. He's a fantastic leader. I'm very happy to serve under him and Shadwayne. Animekon supports BESI and esports. It's one of the pillars that Animekon is built ourselves on. So we are there for them. They're there for us. They're right here in the back now having a ball. And I'm gonna go and get my ass kicked in a game or two when this interview is done. We have a really good relationship, and it has to be maintained. I'm sorry, what was that?
I love you very much.
Yeah. She's so rude. Yeah.
So for you, it's retro gaming over modern.
Yes and no. I would have a retro.
It says something different.
A little bit color here, a little bit.
Yeah, basically a little bit of color, a little bit of color. If I could fuse the good old timey with the new, I will do such. Yeah.
So Cuphead.
I have seen it. It's too killer.
Again, and I am ashamed to say that game is not made for you to have a good time. You have to die to learn everything about the game. I don't want to die. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get SOS. I can't. So your perfectionism compels you to hate the game.
Yeah. Like in The Exorcist, the power of Christ compels you. Yeah, basically.
I am retro. I guess everything I know is retro, but this is the Super Mario World soundtrack where I work, so I'm always down for a good retro game. When it comes to games, mostly zombie killing games for me. I don't want to be too scared, but even if I get scared, I'll be screaming and cursing and
I'm waking up the whole house. Okay, no problem.
So for you, does perfectionism help you or deter? I freshness of it. I can't see all the different letters that I did touch. I have to. I want to see all the trophies. I'm that person that would get the trophy where you play lollipop, where you look under her skirt and you get a trophy for looking under her skirt. I try to find all those.
Oh, you're a pervert.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
All you manage to
Looking at the skirts. I would say probably not much. True. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
How does that affect you? I try my best. I guess it pours into everything. You don't be really good at doing this. I have the even though I'm the social media manager, I have a folder for each month. I have a Google Calendar of the days I'm supposed to go.
And the times.
Oh my goodness, this is me. I found my twin.
I don't want that. I did not say, and then it does not happen again. So I try to make sure that I have a contingency plan for everything.
So what happens when stuff inevitably goes wrong? Because something will go wrong.
The Lord invented two wonderful three-letter words. One is rum and the other is gin. You know, and that helps a lot. You know? But the gin's coming, Shannon. The guy just took it. Right, so we build contingencies. You know, we both do. Sometimes because things will go wrong, as you rightly said. So we try to be as prepared as possible to ensure. Speaking of gin, thank you, Mr. Taj. Yes, so we put those in place. When things can't work out, you don't work out. And I don't think anybody can say they have an event which comes off in a flawless fashion, or a project. Things will always go wrong, you know. So you just try to make sure that if something goes wrong, you mitigate the risk to make sure it doesn't destroy the company. If it's something catastrophic, or if it's something small, manage it in the best way you can. You have to go to think and speak on your feet. You know, like for example, I was doing a speech for the launch of the game design and animation course for Barbados Community College. So I was one of the featured speakers, and the person before me, I don't know if he was peeping over my shoulder, but his speech and mine were almost the same thing, right? So I went up on stage after this man, and he was the head of, I think, the TVET Council or something like that. And I said, honestly, he said everything I was going to say, so I'm just going to wing it. So I just closed my iPad, you know, and I just started talking off the top of my head, you know, and, you know, some people would have frozen up and not known what to do, but the show has to go on. So these are things that you have to be able to do on the fly.
Silver fountain. Yes, silver fountain.
Golden.
Platinum even.
Yeah. I'll pat myself on the back.
That's right.
That's right, tongue. Is PG rated? You know, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry.
So basically, you all balance each other out.
Yes.
Okay.
And in the business setting as well, because I am a blue sky macro guy, so my skill set is creating large overarching plans which will take the company forward within 5 or 10 years going forward. So I will, because I'm telling somebody, there's a plan, do it, let's go, right? But Shannon will be there like, no, you can't do that. So here's what happens is, I'll take these plans and I'll make sure they're done in the way they're supposed to do. So I will manage the people to make sure they do what the company wants them to do, so that when you see what they've done, you don't go ballistic and like commit a hate crime. You know? So Shannon is my right arm for that, to make sure that when I put forth a policy, that she makes sure that the policy is done in the vision that we have envisioned together. So, you know, we work on each other like that. that. So she's very, very details oriented. So she'll be telling me, okay, Omar, your plan used to be 15 steps and you 15 sub-steps for each step, right? And they're like, I can't understand what's going on. Please stop hurting me. I trust you. Just go away. Just do it.
I still feel like I should tell you.
Yes, you should.
Hey, you walk here, just like comes jumping all over the place. Like, Shadow, what happened? You tell me what it was. You give me free will.
Yeah. So that's basically what it is. So Shannon is fantastic. You know, as I said, where I'm weak, she's very strong. In the areas where she is not as strong, I take over from there as well. And we just bounce off of each other just like that. And it works well.
So, like, not everyone is as lucky as we are to play a partner and a business partner. How would you tell someone to reach out to some people? Because not everybody can just talk and explain and ask for help. How would you say to someone, this is what to do? This is how to go about asking for help.
Well, as a man who doesn't really ask for help either, right? It is very important. Animekon cannot be built on us alone, and you have partners, and having partners is integral. Even when it comes down to sponsors, when it comes down to just 1 second. Right. So, you know, partners are integral. Without partners outside the sponsor for the last however many years Flow, we cannot have Animekon without Flow. You know, they have done so much for us. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You know, and our other partners who are there for us through thick and thin, you know, you need help. And no man is an island. And just make sure you understand, do a personal SWOT analysis on yourself. A SWOT is your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities you have, and your threats. Figure out what those are for you and where you fall down. Find a partner who is strong in the areas where you are weak. And that would help develop you and your brand to go forward. So where I am weak, Shannon is always strong. And every time that neither of us can do, we find someone else who can do it. That's pretty much it, right? Pretty much it.
Another quick player question is about anime. Naruto, Bleach, or One Piece? We have all day.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you something. I really don't watch that much anime. I haven't watched an anime series in years. I would Fishy Lost Star and Vampire Hunter D and those sort of things. So yeah. So
this is very interesting.
Yeah.
please stop embarrassing me. It's the truth. It's the truth.
So what was your favorite old anime?
Series Star Blazers. It's a series called I can't remember what the Japanese name of it was. It was called Battleship Yamato, I believe, in Japan, and in Barbados it's called Star Blazers. Then there's Macron One. It was another series. It showed in Barbados back in the 80s. In terms of anime movies, Vampire Hunter D, Akira, Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust. You know, the old guard. Shaz?
Sailor Moon. No, Sailor Moon is my ring is actually Sailor Moon.
I heard it bad is the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. From Lord of the Rings.
So, Sailor Moon for me.
What's your wedding girl?
Her real design, she did Sailor Moon inspired dress for me. So it's her first trashy transforming her masculine for transformation paint with the masquerade dress. So she took her inspiration from that.
It went viral?
Yes, that dress I wanted. Our kid was forced to solitude and
yeah.
So were you tuxedo mask?
no, he was hello.
I was Kal-El.
Oh,
Her nickname for me is always Cal. And, you know, so
but I met you had on
Superman shirt. Yeah. A long, long time ago.
So this question not going to be relevant to you because you might not know. But earring, light, or showstopper, were they right? Yes or no?
Was that English?
No, I can't watch anime right now because for me, when I work, I need to be able to look up for that and enjoy it. So I'm very behind in those. But so I used to want to know, like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Well, those characters, some would say, have some controversial opinions about, in no light terms, genocide.
Oh.
So they had ideologies that were basically saying, well, for the best of humanity, I think that we should kill out. Yeah.
Especially anime that looks.
Well, that is Aaron is Attack on Titan.
Okay, I heard that.
Light will be Death Note. Shotaka. Yeah, for Full Metal, which was.
So I'm is when they put
Which is Shotaka.
Yeah, so I saw that. I saw that meme to death. So that's how we know that.
Well, what we can tell you on that is we also discuss a lot of philosophy, and we discussed there's a saying that hell is full of people who would change tomorrow. So the traditional way of thinking is that when a man says I will change tomorrow, he become a better person, but if he dies before then he goes to hell. But the way we thought about it was people who want to change tomorrow may have to do something atrocious today to make a better tomorrow. So we were discussing that sometimes you have to break a few eggs to make an omelette. So we do understand. Yeah, for sure. So we do have a little, not quite a genocidal mindset, but we do understand that, maybe we should bleep this part out. I don't know. Right. So, anyways, we do understand that sometimes there must be short-term pain to things, but we're not encouraging the murder of anybody. Genocide.
Never said that.
No, never that. Never.
But there is some.
Y'all believe me?
Yes, we believe you.
Okay, good. Get a little nervous.
Genocide is
Bad.
bad.
Yes, bad.
You can't.
The power of Christ compels you. Woo!
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank God it's Sunday.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. I get locked up for sure. Wow. Really? Anyhow, yes. The interview.
Well, that was kind of about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
We're heading back to end it.
For you to get us off this tangent of
Genocide. Good luck.
I was just about to be like, that is such a huge task versus to get people off of genocide.
Like paper and plastic. That's not even shit.
Business. What? I have no idea. My mind is like, okay, so we talked about anime, we talked about gaming. What else is there?
Cosplay, film production. Shannon, as you know, is one of the top cosplayers in the region.
Yep.
She has judged regional cosplay competitions. She has gone to international conventions. We're going to the national convention shortly. She's very well known. She's very well respected around the world. So we're very happy about that.
What goes into your costume?
Blood, sweat, and tears. I'm sorry, go ahead, Shannon.
For me, it's I have to love the character. What I normally do is Saturday con, I didn't want to pick crushes, and then Sunday I go all over what I want. So, yes.
My favorite cosplay moment for this young lady, she dressed as Doctor Strange, and because guys were seeing her, right, and they were like attracted to her, and they were like, this is a man you know, because Shannon had a pin on mustache and everything, and she had the beard, and people were looking at Shannon, and I could see them like they're buffering. They're like trying to figure out what is going on. Why do I have these feelings and emotions? So she had a friend who came and he hugged her, and I think he kissed her on the cheek or something like that. And his friend's like, "Big man, as a dude," he's like, "No, that's not a dude." And as a girl, he's like, "You sure?" I was worried about you. You know, it's like, "You do it." Yeah. So we worried about you, you know, and he's like, nah, everything bless, you know. So that was one of my favorite moments with Shannon in cosplay. And the Doctor Strange was chef's kiss. It was on point. If I could find it now, so I could find this and show it on the screen.
You can send it to us and we'll put it up.
Oh yeah. Digital miracles. Thank you.
Okay, and the filming.
Yes. I can't release too much information about the movie yet, but hopefully, as I said, it should be on Netflix by Halloween. It's a horror, and we're hoping for that. If not, whenever, you know, it's fine by us. So, excuse me one second. You go ahead, Kennedy.
Hold on a second, because your mic is still gonna pick up the call.
I'm sorry. What? Yes, talk quick. Yeah, where are you? Okay, cool, no problem. I'm so sorry, I was very unprofessional, but this person called it 6 times.
I feel like that's the most professional because that's your job.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What's happening?
We're talking about
What we're doing
Oh, yeah.
for every year I am catering to the film industry. So this year we are discussing film. Next year I want to do special effects makeup. So I want to really show them that there's more to makeup than just glam look. So that they want to do more, to have more makeup artists, special effects makeup artists here. So that when we do create more movies, that we have a full team that are just capable.
Yeah, for sure. And what we do, we're always looking for partners. Always. So if you have a particular skill, you know, voice acting, you have a particular skill which is in special effects, you have a particular skill in ADR, in whatever, you know, we hold you close, we take care of you, you take care of us, and we all grow together. There's room for everyone to win. Everyone. It's not a zero-sum game. That if I win something, that means you can't win. Everyone can win. We don't have to get on the ladder. We're not crabs.
I'm actually gonna end this because
Was that bad?
no.
Okay.
The reason why I'm studying this is because you have so many people that are like waiting to talk to you.
I'm so sorry.
Monopolizing your time.
I'm enjoying it though. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Just want to say you guys can come back on, maybe different settings, and we talk more about.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
We also drink though. I don't interview people who are not drinking. It's offensive.
Right? We were trying to be professional since we're the ones interviewing.
Woo!
Y'all are the guests, so you can do whatever you feel like, but we were trying to be
No,
like,
I don't like it. I want to see you guys imbibing and like slurring your words like me and that sort of thing, you know? Someone just falls off the chair, you know, that'll be brilliant. I'll be like, ha ha. You know, it's pretty cool.
A few minutes later.
So we have Shadwayne with us. He's also a part of BESI.
Yes, yeah, I'm Shadwayne Gaming.
I mean, I'm sure they know that you're a part of Shadwayne Gaming.
Can I introduce myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon. This is Shadwayne from Shadwayne Gaming here, and I'm here with Simone. Say take over the podcast.
We need to talk podcast. Yep. Right. So, tell us your a lot.
I'm dead, yeah?
Wait. This is not my phone, guys. Okay. Tell us your spiciest gaming hot take.
My spiciest gaming hot take.
A character that you find overrated.
That's a good question. In Tekken, I think King is overrated. I think people just can't break throws. So yeah, that's my take. Get
You
good.
see, right? I have no reaction for this, and this is why Andre was doing most of the interviewing, because I will butcher the names of all of these things.
Okay.
But that's okay. Alright. Treyarch or Infinity War?
Infinity War.
Tekken or Soul Calibur?
Tekken all day.
Mario Kart or Forza?
Mario Kart.
Red Dead Redemption or GTA or Fallout?
Red Dead. Best game.
Lara Croft or Master Chief or Samus? Everyone makes a reaction to that one.
Master Chief. He's
Oh,
OP.
you're the first one that said that.
Master Chief.
Rocket League or FIFA?
FIFA.
Dota or LoL? I personally think League of Legends, okay.
I'll go League. I'll go League in the stars.
CSGO or Rainbow Six?
CSGO.
Final Fantasy 7 or Skyrim?
Final Fantasy 7.
Okay. I want you to ask the anime ones. Ask the anime fast question ones. I can't pronounce these people's names.
Okay. You do it though.
Alright, Naruto or One Piece?
Naruto. I hear One Piece.
Fairy Tail or Black Clover?
Black Clover.
Who's stronger, Sukuna or Madara?
Madara.
Who's gonna win, Omni-Man or Goku?
Goku.
Did you hear the answers? Okay. Andre's nodding approvingly. So, can you tell us your part in BESI and its interaction with Shadwayne Gaming, etc.?
I'm one of the co-founders of BESI and currently vice president. My goal is to make Barbados a world. I guess I won't say world power, no. Industry leader. That's the best way. Industry leader in esports in the Caribbean. Not just esports, but gaming, the whole gaming industry. So, for example, I'm a quality assurance person. I test games for a living. For the most people don't know that. Tested Dragon Age, although that didn't get a great review. Tested Split, face-to-face fashion, and a good couple games. So yeah, right now Barbados is the only Caribbean country with a quality assurance thing. We're soon. Are we? I don't want to say that. No, just leave that out. No, I don't want to say that yet.
Okay. So, do you have any message that you want to send to people, especially with the company, like to an audience that has no knowledge of gaming, or might be interested but don't know what you guys do?
The message I would say is just follow us at Barbados Esports Initiative on Instagram, Shadwayne Gaming on Instagram. We'll be pumping out a lot of content. It'll be workshops, esports programs, and so on to teach the public. Because I think esports is a thing that people just don't understand, and gaming in general. For example, a lot of people don't know the rating system, the ASRB system. But the child gratified, and they don't know it has a lot of adult content. On the box it literally says "M for mature." So stuff like that. I like to educate the parents, and also I like to educate the parents on the job opportunities, not only as an athlete, but there is graphic design, production, QA, like the list goes on. So yeah, I like to educate the public on that. Just follow us, Barbados Esports Initiative at Shadwayne Gaming, and you'll learn a lot more.
Okay. Thank you so much for having this little quick chat with me. I'm sure that in the future we'll convince him to come on the podcast for a longer conversation. Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll do that. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.